I'm really good at making things when there's things around to make things with.
We have bone and our limited supplies, I guess.
We could peel off one of our skins and use it as a guard.
Okay. Yeah.
But
she is cranky. Okay.
Kalita can turn into a bear, though, so she could turn into a bear. We skin
Like
her,
a
and that's
big rug.
like
Yeah.
if we keep her alive, she won't turn back. But we can hide inside of her.
We've been out here for like maybe a couple of hours, and you're already resorting to trying to eat and cut each other apart.
Hey, have you had bear meat before? It's delicious.
No.
I ain't dying out here this far from a decent drink. That's all I'm saying.
I think we might have more important things to think about other than booze currently.
You're getting the desert madness too. Oh no.
I'm gonna start spraying poison at one of my friends soon.
It doesn't come to that.
This is a strong word.
I know.
So the plan is to...
I can't do a song.
Grimnick to
We're fucked.
the rock.
We're fucked.
I have 41 arrows.
Oh.
How long through the night will that get us as far as fire goes?
You're going to try to make a fire?
If we can't find out anywhere else to go.
I mean, arrows are essentially kindling.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to burn.
No, not at all.
I got 5 pieces of tinder.
I have some common
There
clothes.
ain't much for burning.
Can you burn balls? I don't know.
Let's see. And no one has any sort of spell or cantrip or anything like that that can make a fire or anything like that. It is going to get very cold very soon.
I have a cantrip where I could tell you that you don't know how to make a fire and it would probably hurt.
I don't know how that helps us in our current situation.
Sorry.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to take a few grains of sand and, in destroying it, create a drop of water and just kind of create water. Up to 10 gallons of clean water.
Make us some water.
What are you doing with this? Well, like, where are you creating it? Like, just in the air?
I
or
think I want to at least bathe the cat, who looks pretty caked in blood.
We should see if there's like a bowl-shaped bone we can find to like.
Yeah.
collect
I got
the
a water skin.
skull or something.
I have a water. Yeah.
I'm going to ask Val if she minds holding out her water skin for me, if she doesn't have any water in it.
I think we need something bigger than a water skin, you know.
Yeah, well, it's not gonna. Yeah, water skin's not 10 gallons for sure. So the bone idea. So Gremnick, you're looking for some sort of bone or something you can make. That you could use. Make a perception check. I'll say with advantage because you and Kalita are both looking.
Looking for a bull bone.
Nice.
So after sort of scrounging through, you find sort of an indented piece of this large skeleton that you think can hold maybe 8 gallons. You're not 100% sure on what 10 gallons looks like off the top of your head right now. Plus, you're starting to get sober for the first time in a long time. So everything's a little rough at the moment. But you sort of you think you find a spot and you show Kalita. So Kalita, you manage to fill it, and some of the water does spill over, but you do fill roughly 8.5 gallons of water in this sort of like bone basin. It gets muddy and dirty fairly quick. The sand is still whipping around, but it's relatively clean, if not a little crunchy.
Awesome. Everybody drink quickly before this goes to waste.
I don't suppose you can conjure anything a little stronger,
That's all I have.
I hate the desert. Gremlin reluctantly drinks deeply.
Aw, look at Gremlin drink water.
I'm gonna limp over and kind of cuff it with my hands and take as much as I can. I'm very visibly weak. Like I'm not doing well at all.
I take a little bit of time and try and clean the cat, I guess. Because he looks too tired to look quickly.
Alright, now that Gremnick's like hydrated and starting to panic with sobriety a little bit, he starts to formulate a plan. He starts looking for like suitable bones that one could use to make like a decent sized lean-to, like a frame for like a shitty yurt.
So I'll give you your last perception check. And as you look around, there's nothing loose. Everything is kind of like, with the bones that are there are very like large and petrified. You take a whack at one of them with the flail, and bits and pieces sort of chip off a little bit, but there's nothing substantial that you can make a lean-to out of. It looks to you like this is probably the best you're gonna do. There's no debris or anything around. It's just whipping sands. Again, the sun continues to move closer to the horizon line. And as the night begins to fall, again, the temperature is quickly dropping. Hard to notice at first because your armor is still so hot and stifling, and the sand is uncomfortable and everywhere, so the sweat is just sort of caked. You're still like wet. All of you are very like sweaty and wet, and that is quickly working against you.
Don't make me say it. We're gonna have to huddle together for warmth. Even the pointy-eared one.
I can sing you to sleep.
You can sing in the sand.
Really, this will heal you.
Really, the best I have is a hooded lantern. We could have it for light, but it won't put out much heat, I don't think.
I can
some
heat
oil.
up some. No, I can't.
I got a torch and flatulence. No.
Do you have 8 hours at least worth of flatulence that we can perpetually use? Because I don't. That may not help us.
Maybe some method to capture it, or that.
I suggest you lie across us, Mr. Cat, since you're practically a walking blanket.
Is the cat dry yet? We might have to dry the cat off.
Air dry.
It is pretty dry here. I'm sure I'll dry off pretty shortly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my hooded lantern and my tinderbox, and I'm just going to ignite the lantern so we have some light, if not heat. Is that our best plan of action? I lay across you. I mean, there's 6 feet of me. There's a decent amount, but I don't know if everyone's going to get a piece of this,
This is interesting.
Well, it's survival.
If we use some of your arrows and these and my shirt, possibly we could keep a fire going.
I don't know how well you're going to do with just a shirt against bare armor. That might make your situation severely worse.
But what choice do we have?
I mean, I got 10 feet of rope. We can light the rope. I got my arrows.
I have some rope we can light.
I'm starting to like this bear idea. We can just cuddle with the bear.
Oh, Bearlita.
Hey, you know, that's the first good idea I heard cross your elven lips, I'd say.
Oh boy. Okay.
We
I'll
don't have to cut you open and hide inside.
Well, duh.
I look over at the rest of the group. Unless we need to.
You can try, but I'm a bear. Bitch.
Alita kind of half whispers to her with a grumble. You know, you summon more water, we can make some elf stew.